Howdy, folks. This is the deputy.
And this is Mr. Tex of the Black Pants Legion.
And we are once again doing crimes against very specific people in Parkitect.
Yeah, well, when I was testing this park, while you were out dealing with the unfortunate bad times, I had to hold down the fort and I had to test some parks. And I built this park so when you came back, you would have a very miserable time.
All right.
It's the best I could do for you, bud. We designed it, and it's great and terrible in equal unfriendly measures. And I were glad to have you back.
Glad to be back. Had to go deal with something, so. Greetings, chat. Howdy.
Greetings. So here we go. Let's bust some shit down. Let's break things.
Do this.
We're gonna build the best park that money can't buy. I designed the scenario to be a nice reprieve from the normal terrible thing, but I designed and built that thing. Look at the White Tom's Bean House.
Okay.
I actually made that. It took time, and I swore, and I think there's probably stuff buried underground where I got mad and threw it around. But
Very nice.
It's White Tom's Bean House. I made White Tom's Bean House.
You did.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, and you hit a bunch of shit in there. Nice.
I did. It conceals all the sad things, because Mike told me that the sad things that people see, e.g. the toil of the working class, is unacceptable in this game. And it drives people insane. It drives them into great and deep, sustained fury.
Marks did warn us that could happen.
It did. And so here's what we got. We have to get 10 coasters in the park with an excitement rating above 10. We have to have a happiness rating of at least 80% and have a happiness rating of at least 90%. Now, two of those lower scenarios give you big chunks of money because this is supposed to be a nice and happy scenario. that we will then make terrible with our abilities. So I'm going to start designing rides. You can expand the row of concessions as you wish, but we need to start making some decisions. We're going to need some thrill rides.
Yeah.
I gave you a
Those
good
are
choice of concessions, a wide choice, I should say, of concessions.
gotcha.
You have multitudes of concession.
So that's more sand. Is all of this buildable already?
Oh yes, except for a chunk of the park in the back where you have to buy it. But if we get to that point, this is going to be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, like we're not gonna be able to fucking run it.
No, well, we'll have to call Mike in, and then he'll yell at us, and then we'll feel bad. Because we're like, we could do that. All right, I'm going to make every ride $1, and I'm going to just up the gate fee throughout.
Okay.
There's our first row of boats. I haven't named any of the rides. I'll let you do your magic with that. Oh, man. I can't believe that thing you made us do in Traveler. That fucking cult. I hated them so much. I was mad about that cult. In and out of character, so that's a meta grudge.
I'm glad that I was able to create an experience that had a lasting effect.
Listen, that civilization, I don't care what happens in our campaign, but I hope they get nuked. We should have left the bomb on that planet. We should have just left it there and said, this box contains many powers, and then just left it there, and then left, and then just waited until the battery died.
That's not parody at all. Oh, okay, that's a tiny bit parody.
Coffee pirates.
Yeah.
That's not piratey.
That's what we got.
It's just some guy we hired. Like there's a cable. There's like an aux cable running from the boats all the way to the back room where a guy in the break room is playing guitar.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was expecting some not quite Gilligan's Island thing. Right?
At least give me some Tropico flair, right?
Yeah. Oh, God. Tropico. I haven't touched that in ages.
Tropico 1 had a banging soundtrack, and I'm told by many people that I've played like 4 or 5, I don't remember which, but they said that one of them now has multiplayer, and I don't think they'll ever be able to make the first one better than the first one.
No, I think the last one I touched was 4.
Well, I heard that there was the first one. Well, the first one stands out to me because you could be. They would say we're having elections, and you could be like wrong and just shoot everyone who formed a political party.
Yeah.
The game allowed you to literally do junta shit, and I was like, wow, what a crazy fucking game. And then the other ones made like, oh, El Presidente, haha, funny. And I'm like, no, I want my dark game that can also be funny.
Yeah, they tried. I think they tried to lean into it.
Maybe I'm overthinking a simple game here, but I don't know. I'm a difficult person.
The Blue Gentleman is correct. Coffee pirates are a specialized subcategory of Bean Bandit.
That is something I had not considered. I consider the greater BPL to be a wiser and more august body of thinkers than us. They think hard. But do they think deep? That's something that I think nobody would ever, and I mean ever, be able to explain, is the madness of the BPL elections when we had them. With the mayoral party.
When we got hit for politics, because we were having actual politics, but it was not related at all to American politics. Yeah.
No, we got nailed for politics on the mayoral debates. That's why we never made any more videos out of them. Because we just got nailed on that, which is hilarious because they are fictional politics. It was the mayor's race of the BPL. There's no power in that title whatsoever. It does nothing. And so people would sit there and create parties and have these huge, furious debates. And like, that was one of our favorite videos we made just because it was so stupid. Well, the BPL has an upper house now, Diggs. They established after the mayoral elections, as you know, after the era of the mayor had ended, there was established a Gilded Age, which was similarly weird, and it gave us Goob Coin and many other interesting functions, but it did not bring satiety to the land or the masses of the people, and thus the people did petition to create the Pansrod of their own will and volition. And yea, it was good. And there was the Pansrod. So there is an upper house in the BPL. If the auxiliary wish to form a lower house of parliament, that is upon their own volition. And it would be hilarious. But that's what I'm saying is like there's an upper and a lower house of parliament. You know, there's the people's house and there's the House of Lords, and it's kind of funny that it's already. Why is this turning into a parliamentary monarchy? We tried everything else, and it was like let's do a democracy. Let's do this. And then it defaults to parliamentary monarchy. They're like, we need a monarch, and then we'll just ignore it. I'm like, why have you done this? Of all the systems. But, you know, I mean, it is the will of the people, I guess. So I'm like, all right, fine. It's weird, but it's the nature of... Well, I mean, okay. Here's the thing I've learned. Well, here's the thing I've learned on the internet. If everyone insists something is the case, and you're that one guy who goes, no, it's not. You're the asshole. And I don't want to be the asshole.
Yeah.
So if they're like, no, this is what we do now, I'm like, I guess we have a pretend parliament.
Well, I mean, BPL politics, I think, has followed kind of the Russian model to democracy in very many ways. Because we just sort of installed you as head of the Discord, and that worked for a while. And then we did the mayor system, but that didn't really work out. So then we went back to kind of a more oligarchical system, you know, equivalent to Catherine the Great trying to found the Duma back in like 1780s and couldn't figure out how it was going to work. And
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like the full run of the Tsardom with the contraction and the expansion.
Yeah, we're just doing the whole fucking Romanov dynasty writ large.
Please don't bomb my train. Please don't shoot me. I would be a terrible Romanov. I don't own a fancy watch, let alone an egg it's worth the GDP of a country.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you want to blow up a guy that was like, yes, I have 8 million subjects and I'm going to use all my money for this egg?
You know, I would say this. I feel bad for a guy who thinks that's a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Like, is like, I will solve this egg. And I'm like, all right, I understand that's your deal, but Jesus Christ, they're going to shoot you. Now, if I was like a czar in Imperial Russia, I would be the most boring czar. They'd be like, what do we do? And I'd be like, I don't know, it sounds like the government's job. My face is on the money. That's about where my interest of government ends. Like, so I'd be like, go home.
Yeah, you'd be Queen Elizabeth.
I don't care for you. I'd be like, fire me. That's what I'd say. You want me to do something? Fire me. Please. This job sounds like shit. And then I would look up and I'd be like, I don't want to be like the Habsburgs. I think that's a legitimate fear to have. You'd be like, I don't want to have mutants. I really don't. I wanna just be left alone.
Yeah.
I'd be King Ralph. I would fuck everything up. They would fire me.
Sinuses. Okay, it's that one.
Don't worry about it. I put a giant tower that goes up to the sky, and it's probably gonna get struck by lightning. But I learned some tricks from Mike, and he said that they're based on real theme parks, and that you just have to cut the safety. He said if you don't inspect things, they always pass. And I said, you know what? That's fair. All right, let's go this way, over here, over here, there, and then the line. Yes, more lines.
There we go.
I did so. So
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, it even scrolls correctly. That's nice.
Oh my god,
You
that is
release us of
amazing.
all liabilities for injuries sustained. Just
That is
scrolling
amazing.
across here.
That is amazing. That is. You release us of all liability of injuries sustained. Everyone has to see that. It's permanently scrolling.
Yep.
That's great.
By entering this gate, you sign the NDA.
You know, I think that NDA Gate is really a great sign of the future.
I can't name it the NDA gate because I absolutely would.
All right, let's hire some raptors. Let's hire some janitors. All right, there we go. We have a theme park.
Yep.
It's kind of a theme park.
Make the raptor suits jet black so those entertainers are just baking.
You're like, you want to work in showbiz, kid, huh? You're gonna sweat. And he's like, ugh. Theme park sued for, it'd be like someone loses 40 pounds in a shift.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to hire the raptors from like a foundry. We go like find steel workers. We're like, oh yeah, you work in the cauldron? Yeah, all right, you can work here. You can be the raptor. You'll be all right.
You'll be all right, kid.
All right, so here's what we got. We got a lot of people in the park running around. I made it each ride $1. Now begins the severe austerity cuts of, well, budget, no. No. We're not going to do that. That's silly. Do you know how much money nuts and bolts cost?
Legislature, then defenestration. Yeah, broadly.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut our park ride. We're going to make sure that they suck most of the air out of those boats. You want an air-up boat, that's extra money. This is a $1 boat. The $2 boats are across the river. They're the ones that float.
It's a bicycle pump, but you have to put in coins. You got to put in quarters like it's an air pump at a gas station. Otherwise, it, like, locks the pump.
What I think would suck is it's a one-way valve that you have to put into your mouth and blow in, and it has a quarter in it like an Aldi's cart.
You better give us back our fucking boat.
Yeah, we don't want him to run off now, do we? We're going to need to make many dollars, you know.
I'm trying.
It's alright. I am too, bud.
Gonna go with normal balloons are gonna be blue. And the square balloons are gonna be green. But the diamond balloons shall be our traditional pink.
I understand. And what is the convention for this, if any?
There is none.
Alright.
Although maybe I should have made the diamond ones green so they looked like little Sims diamonds above their heads.
You could do that, but we might get sued.
Maxis wants their fucking money.
Maxis would break my fucking legs. They'd be like, oh, that Tex Pants Legion guy? Fuck that fuck. I'd be like, Sid Meier, why are you so mean? He'd come out with his fucking fists raised. He'd start fucking... He's like, hey, I created civilization. I can end you. And I'd be like, oh, God. And he'd be like throwing savage right hooks and fucking shit up. Because he's like, I'm Sid.
He'd have like a fucking gold knuckle duster.
Oh, yeah. And it says like Civ on it. And he has one for every like game award he's won.
Yeah. He just welds them together like wedding bands.
Yeah. just in brass knuckles across the front, and he's got like braided, gold-plated barbed wire spray painted on it. He's like, "I'm Sid fucking Meier's, bitch. You think Gandhi was tough?" And I'm like, "I'll stop talking shit about your game, sir. I love the new XCOM. It was everything I wanted. Please don't hurt me. I understand why your name is a cheat code. I will never question you again." Oh man, he'll reticulate our splines? That's fucked.
Oh hell yeah, man.
You know, nothing is more horrifying than the idea and acceptance of like the basement goblin in Sims. Like people just accepted that as a legitimate strategy to cause like wanton horror against another human being
Yeah.
so that they could profit. They were like, "Oh yeah, I see. I have a basement goblin. I just put him in there, and he paints paintings all days and dies. His tears sustain my sim." And I'm like, "Good God!" And
Going
people just
for
accepted that.
goofy benches and trash cans this time. Yeah, I always found that to be an interesting thing. Because you would eventually just stack up like 8 or 9 headstones if you really got going.
I know. Like, you would see somebody had this really good life, but then there would be, like, the basement goblin. And I guess the acceptance of that is more like a statement of our civilization, where it's like, okay to have underlings you grind to dust in the factory.
Oh yeah, it's a very J.P. Morgan way to do things. Ah, yes, we sell his paintings for, money to buy a second dishwasher.
I had a
Because my
character
sim
that...
keeps pissing on the floor.
Well, I had a character that was like JP Morgan, but all he did was lift all day. So there's a guy on Patreon who's a subscriber, and I just remembered his name, JP Morgans.
I was trying to find
yeah. Yeah. So just imagine some guys like, "I'm the banker of muscle." "You've meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Beale, and you will atone."
a monopoly on anabolic steroids.
All right, so we've got so many things. We've got clockwork going. We've got parks. We have 56 people in the park. We are known by literally dozens of human beings who can come in and for money dollars experience balloons, swans, and Borgar.
Yes.
Ketchup Patty Burger Co. I say. And all right. So what we need, I think, is a larger vending area.
Well, we got to research more shops.
Well, it's fine. See, look, I'll just build this vending area through here, so these fucking people can get lost. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They can go fuck themselves. They're not gonna help us. All right, so look, there's your wall of shops right there. This will become your promenade, and on it you will do terrible things. And then I will fix the rest of the building. Wide Tom's Bean House. Oh yeah, it's famous for its song, as you know, sung by Sonny and Cher.
Oh yeah. Well, written by the Hot Pocket guy.
Hot Pockets, Mr. Hot Tea Pocket himself. Sadly, he died in a Hot Pocket related incident.
Bridge Park now with railings. That'll
wow, Bridge. Yeah, don't worry about it. Look, I'm building the thing. I'm making it prettier. I'm capable of exerting joy and creating.
Do you know how hot that has to be?
I don't give a fuck. Look how nice it looks.
Look at our swan boat trying desperately to escape the confines of its watery flesh.
Ah, this is not possible. I should make the boats harder to use.
Oh yeah, no, there's a commercial and everything. It is a legitimate corporate, commercial enterprise. Wide Tom's Bean House just went public. Doing really well, actually.
Doing well. The House of Wide Tom. It contains many bean.
Yeah. Now that it's gone public, I think Tom wants to take it private again. So, expect it to leave the stock market immediately.
I love that to Squares says JP Morgan's is gonna throw down with the invisible hand of the free market, brother. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. See, we have all these happy things, and you know what? We can do away with building supports. I'm sure that we don't need. You know what? It couldn't hurt, but we're gonna have happy park place, and people won't be able to see things. And I'm gonna just block off what people can see because fuck people in this park because they're stupid and they think decorations everything, which is my main gripe with this game. Is
Yeah.
decorations everything? You can kill a million fucking people a day in this park, but if the swans are pretty, people would be like, "Man, you see them swans? That
You
shit's
see them
amazing."
fucking swans? Christ.
Oh man, brother, I love to go down to the park and see the swans. I tell you,
Well,
it is
we just got
better
a
than
hundred thousand
heroin.
dollars.
Yes, that is the first obstacle. It's to allow us to purchase more mistakes quickly.
Okay.
I bricked over the front of the thing,
I
and
see
now
that.
I will. Don't worry, it'll make it fine because we have a sign. Ah, yes.
What are you doing, Burger Man? Philip Doughty. There we go. Right, he figured himself out.
One moment, I have to format this, and then I have to rotate it.
Baroque music while we set up this sign. Just absolutely wonderful.
All right. Uh huh. One moment. There we go. Right there. Ah, yes.
Oh
Good.
yeah, we've got it in bubble font as well. That's nice.
Well, I wanted it to feel very good.
Yes. Do we have lights that we can put on that?
You need lights? Don't worry. I can get you some fucking lights, brother. Give me a second.
Yeah, we need like fucking spotlights illuminating that so that nobody can claim they couldn't see it.
Yeah. All right. Let's put some spotlights right there that are just. All right. On the left-hand corner, you will see a little sun that says auto. Could you click that for me, please? Because that will show the actual day-night cycle of the park. And it won't always be daylight.
Oh. Yeah, shit.
All right.
I was wondering why we never seem to get night on the day-night cycle.
You know what we need? You know what we need that I think would let people know that they have to pay attention? I got an idea.
What if we just have like sparklers so it's constantly dripping?
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, I could just put this here. I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Well,
we can, yeah, I mean, there's just a fire. That's exciting, right?
well, that man screaming seems to think so.
Yeah, see, look, ooh, a burning fire. It's very cool.
So don't talk to it; it'll give you commandments.
Oh, it'll do that, and then guilt. All right, let's see. I think we have to research fireworks.
We have to research fireworks. That's what I was fucked up.
Don't worry, I'm gonna play with fireworks, and there's nothing you can do about it.
All right, we have the suggestively shaped tree row.
let's see. Decoration, yes. We're gonna put a lot of money into stuff because I'm just gonna put a lot of money into research because we can afford it, and I'm gonna take a ad out for the park. I'm gonna have the whole park advertised so everyone knows it exists.
Yeah. I'm going to
Park advertisement. 1 year television. 1 year TV. There we go. $48,000. That's the full shebang.
I'm gonna go ahead and build us the Danish Navy's forest. Yeah, we are hemorrhaging money.
Don't worry. It's on purpose.
God, that Coffee Pirates music just sets me off.
I hate it. Please turn it off.
It is awful. No.
Change it to anything. Change it to anything. Any noise at all. It's just terrible. I don't like it. Oh wow, a post about observation tower went on social media. Someone went on social media and said, "Hey guys, thank you for buying all my stuff. Have you seen observation tower? It's a thing I saw, and they paid me to say this. Please enjoy. Please tell them I said so. Thanks and love.
Please.
Hugs and kisses."
There we go. Yeah. So as you're entering the park, it just sprays you with fucking rancid water.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, that would be terrible. This is the worst thing. I need to find where the fireworks are. They are in this somewhere.
There we go. We got little water jets, so even the kids, they're not freed.
Oh no, everyone needs to get blasted. That could be one of the park's mottos. Get blasted. They're like, what does that even mean? Get blasted.
And to make sure that everybody sees it, we're going to do fire emitters on top. Because this all counts towards the decoration, quote unquote.
Yeah, for some reason, huh? Man, what a nice park so far.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I'm trying to figure out what fucking house these banners are.
Don't worry about it. That's what house it is. Don't worry about it. Now, hold on. Ah, yes. Time to give this cursed place a coaster.
Well, we need several of them.
To beat the scenario, yes. Oh, yes, we do. So I'm going to build some of these, and we can theme them out, change their names out, make them really exciting.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We can make these very exciting. And depending on what we can research, I can make them terrifyingly exciting.
Yeah.
Ah, excellent. We got our second cash injection. It's a significant cash injection. We will need it for the coasters we will intend to build. Alright, so we got a coaster up. That one I designed, and it is okay. That's actually one of the ones I put on the workshop. I wanted people to see how shitty it was, because it's undecorated and it looks crap.
Did anybody else just hear that, or am I hallucinating?
What? The ghost sounds?
I just zoomed in on the house, and it's somebody in there going, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. The game is stupid like this sometimes. Hold on. I hit this roller coaster underground, so it's just terrifying. All right, let's see.
Oh, yeah,
This is,
okay.
yeah, don't worry about it. It's gonna be a really fun coaster. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why do I have to go down into the crypt to get on the coaster?" And I'll be like, "Are you afraid, surface dweller?" And then they'll go, "Please get me out of here and call my congressman." I'll be like, "I will not do that." That sounds like you and talk to me. And this is Knife Fight City.
Oh, yeah, here we go. People stuck on the carousel. He looks like
That's
he's still
not.
having a good time.
He's probably having a great time. He's having the time of his life.
He's getting a little bit extra out of the good vibrations.
That reminds me, I need to remove that budget for maintenance. That sounds like that guy. There was too much maintenance in there, you know.
Oh, yeah, 100%. An adventure tent.
An adventure tent.
That's
Oh
what it
my
says the
god,
name is. The adventure tent.
that sounds like a really lousy way to hit on a lady. Hey, lady, you want to see my adventure tent? It does not sound good. It sounds like what got said in a police report. The person then suggested that she venture into his adventure tent, in which case the fight was on like Donkey Kong. Quote the
Yeah.
witness. Quote the second corroborating witness. It was the second worst fight they had seen in a Waffle House. I once saw a fight in a
They
Waffle House
added
with
quite a bit of stuff,
what?
actually.
Oh yeah, they did.
It's
I
like
once
this
saw a
Jeep
fight.
didn't used to be here.
Oh yeah. Oh, they've added so many things. But I once saw a fight in a Waffle House where the guy behind the counter yelled at the person fighting until they stopped. And I realized that's the power of Waffle House. Like the guy was like, "Hey, do you want to fuck up and get banned from Waffle House?" And the guy was like, "No, I can't sink that low." And that like kept him on track.
This is my last place.
I guess there's some rules of Elysium where it's just inviolate.
Yeah.
All right, I need to design a few more coasters
Flower
so people will love
sacks.
us.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, let's get grandiose.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Don't you worry, dude. We are helping. We are designing fun coasters, and I just made this thing, which may bankrupt us. Don't worry. It's the mother of all coasters. Remember I designed this when I got really mad because the game's like, "That's not a good roller coaster." And I was like, "Fuck you." And then I built this monstrosity. This thing slaps.
Much
There it is.
appreciated, Slowpoke.
Oh wow, that's very nice, Slowpoke. Thank you. All right, there we go. This thing is the monster. It has very good ratings. Its intensity is ultra extreme.
Of course it is.
Well, it takes up the whole park, and it's about 5 minutes long. And I forget how fast it goes. I think it's several hundred miles an hour, but it's great. Actually, let me check the statistics on that so I'm not blowing that out my ass. Let's see. Oh no, it is a modest 70 miles an hour. Oh no, I remember what I did. So the velocity is 69.66 miles an hour. That's as close as I could get it. That's why I designed that coaster. Okay, sorry. I forgot I engineer things like an idiot sometimes. Yeah, that was the sole principle of that. Say its max speed was 69.69, and then I fucked up and got mad.
That one's gonna be difficult to regulate when you're getting down into parts of a mile per hour.
There's a very good reason I'm not an engineer.
Applebee's is aggressively mediocre.
I think Applebee's is like grandma died, and then the rest of that sentence is Applebee's, right? Like grandma died. Applebee's.
Yeah, Denny's is just Waffle House for people that can't fight.
You're not wrong. Denny's is, I mean, Denny's is like the retirement home for Waffle House.
Yeah,
Everything's softer there.
when you can no longer hang, when Waffle House is scary, you go to Denny's.
Denny's used to be when you could smoke, the last hangout of like the goth kid generation. They all ended up at Denny's at 3 a.m. smoking and being like, life is bullshit.
Dragon
Like,
Axe
hey, go to
81.
Denny's.
Former Waffle House Master Grill op here. Threaten to stop feeding everyone if you don't stop the bullshit, and everyone learns how to act right real quick at 2:30 a.m. after the club on a weekend. The power of Waffle House indeed.
See, we have such powerful people. We never knew. That is incredible. I think Applebee's is incredibly mediocre. I think Applebee's is like, hey, remember that time when you used to date and get out? Well, that's long over, and the job has eaten your life. Applebee's, and it's just like the saddest food. And
Yeah, like
I'm saying this as somebody who used to eat a lot of Applebee's.
even the staff at Applebee's is more depressed than Chili's. Like the staff
I
at
once
Chili's are like, oh yeah, I'll pay my way with this job through college. The staff at Applebee's is like, I'm starting over for the third time.
I watched the bartender at an Applebee's take a beer that the customer didn't want and looking them dead in the eyes, slowly pour it into the carpet. And I was like, Applebee's, there's your commercial. I don't know though. Nothing is as bad as a Waffle House, I think. Because a Waffle House is pretending to be a real restaurant. And they just shit out vats of noodles coated in various sauces, and then they make up Italian words like fucking Starbucks does, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is pasta alla forno something," and then you're like, "Why does it have grapes in it?" And they're like, endless breadsticks, secret soup."
We call this one atrial fibrillation. It's Italian for pasta.
DiGiorno, it's Italian for tasty. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make another fun roller coaster, except this one's gonna be made out of wood because I express nothing but contempt now for the people who won't ride my coasters that are made to be fun.
Yeah.
They just disagree because they're spooky or something. That or they're afraid of not coming back. I don't know. I'm not their mom.
Sorry, I'm keeping up with chat here.
No, I get you. You have to. I'm designing roller coasters that will make you lament owning a theme park.
Oh yeah, no. If you've got some shitty little not syndicated or franchised gas station, that's gonna be where you go to watch fights happen.
I remember there was a holdout that had been at some point a Waffle House. Have you ever seen like non-brand,
A bus
like
dropped off
non-branded?
20 some spinny shit I don't know fans.
It sounds like they really enjoy that ride.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that
No,
was
no,
a good pop up.
that's kind of peak theme park, really.
All right, we now have candy.
Excellent. Now let's fill it with sugar and then get the people addicted. I made a subterranean tunnel so it will fill up with water and become very warm because the top is protruding from the water so as to boil them alive.
Everybody thinks this is worth money. It's a cop.
What if instead of sugar it was laudanum, asked chat? If you ever think that modern people have drug problems and that this is a modern issue, only a modern issue, I encourage you to go look at the ingredients of a cough syrup bottle from like 1850 and it'll be like contains morphine, cannabis indica, laudanum, and then alcohol. And they're like, for use with babies who cry too much. And you're like, oh my god. How did anyone survive?
Turkey legs.
I agree. I think that had something to do with it. Alright, here we go. We're going to do the terraformer, and we're going to turn that on. And look, we have even more park things spread over larger areas for more miserable people.
Oh yeah, no, Denny's is a lawless wasteland when it comes to their menu. If you want to have the chicken fried steak at 7 in the morning, they'll make it.
You know, I like the idea of Denny's menu. I just hate that it all tastes the same.
That's because they cook it all in the same grease.
Yeah, even the pancakes, they just lower it into the bath.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes did. He liked the Peruvian nose candy.
The marching powder, the bam bam.
Soldier powder.
Do you wish to make poor decisions at rapid speed? Cocaine! Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Poor decisions. I need to lower the budget of this thing. We're not made of money. So what if the subaquatic coaster floods a little? I mean, it's not the end of the world.
Just advertise it. It becomes a feature, not a bug.
That's right. That's how you turn it around.
Zim Zam for bigger bones.
You know, I remember back when that shit used to fly in Space Station 13, where you'd make like a burn patch and it would literally burn people because it's chlorine trifluoride, and then they would scream at you, and then the admin would boink you, and you'd say, I called it a burn patch. Like, that used to fly. People don't like that gimmick anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was, you'd set up a shit ton of burn patches that were all fucking horrible. And then you'd start fires so people got burned.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta have fun. I mean, it's a game about that, right? It's a game about fun. They started it.
I mean, it's draining all the oxygen tanks and replacing it with napalm or some horrible shit, and then vacuum, reducing all the pressure in a room so somebody's got to use it.
Yeah, that's George Mellon's signature, man.
Yeah.
That was his signature burn.
Well, and the fucked up thing is he'd always do it without anybody noticing.
Correct. Well, they knew he was up to something because he was like, "I'm here to help." That was
yeah.
But it's like having the safety fire marshal from In Living Color show up. You know what I mean? Where you're like, "Oh yeah, someone's going to die." But that was a crazy era, as was Q and Pete. That era was fucking bonkers. Like, Q and Pete just blew up whole stations just as a due matter of course, as a principle. He was like, stations exist, delete them.
Enjoy your mac cheese, Lord Gramos.
Mac cheese, huh?
Mac cheese. He just says the cheese has been macked.
Oh, alright. I mean, hopefully it's not like a Mac 10.
I spelled it with 2 C's, so I hope not.
I mean, that seems like a waste of a Mac 10. I mean, I don't think it would hurt them any. They're just quite literally welded metal. Some of them not so well.
You'd have to clean it real.
You'd have to de-Mac your Mac.
I have to wonder, with as simple as the Mac 10's operating system is, how full of mac and cheese it could get before it stopped operating. Because that number is not 0, right?
No, that number is not 0. I hate to say that, and yes, that could be investigated, but thankfully I don't have a Mac 10, and no one has entrusted me with one to investigate how much Mac will stop a Mac, and how anti-Mac a Mac is. I hate this already. That sounds very redundant. Also, Mac 10s are just kind of miserable submachine guns to own, because it's like, hey, you're gonna get all the bullets out in like 4 seconds. And you're like, what? And they're like, brat, gone.
Yeah. Well, fuck, most people that own them these days just have different uppers on them. They're just using it as a registered full auto lower that's not expensive,
That's true. I've seen some of
relatively.
those. I've seen those hybrid
Yeah,
things, and I was like,
they.
that's
Ugh.
embarrassing. I don't care for it. I'm building a train. It's going around the water. It's going through the water.
Okay, water train. Is this
Water
is this
train.
Mr. Train again?
Why did you have to mention it? Why did you even have to bring it up? Why did you mention the albatross? It was a thing. It happened. But I mean, you got to get over it, brother. Mr. Train has moved on.
So I know that you've picked up on some of it. I think Psyduck has started to pick up on some of it, but the little mentions of the rhyme of the ancient mariner and the references to it in the Traveler game has been really fun to just sprinkle in.
I know. And then I do enjoy the nods, but I've been lost in the candy that is figuring out the giant thing that's going on. I enjoy that brain fun of that puzzle. But that being said, I think that I probably would have been better served in this campaign with someone like Groves versus someone like Krobon. Uh, I think Krobon is certainly ill-suited in many ways toward our current place in space.
Well, potentially. I thought that because you were initially talking about just playing the grizzled old engineer, I thought that could have been a very interesting character in this setting.
Well, I had thought about that, but then we rolled the first character where he was just all fucked up. Like we rolled the first guy. We were like, let's make fucking characters for the game, and it's gonna be fun, yay! And I just making my first Traveler character in a long time, and I end up making this guy who is like just horribly mangled. Like,
Yeah.
has to live in a spacesuit. Like, okay, life support and dead. Like, I am Captain Pike.
Yeah.
But thank
yeah.
God I know a lot about engineering, because that'll save me.
Well, you put in like 25 years service as an engineer in the Merchant Marine, and then like, oh yeah, you had a horrific accident. Take all of this damage.
And it just melted my character. And so I was like, well, I like the idea of playing somebody who's stuck in a spacesuit. I'll take that idea anyways. But thanks to the encouragement of my friends, I played essentially a plasma man from Space Station 13 and Traveler, who started off as just a fish out of water character, and now is essentially this shit poster who is absolutely horrified by humanity.
Yep.
It's been fun.
He does not enjoy what he has seen so far.
He dislikes humanity very much.
The Max strap was an interesting idea.
Oh yes, as seen in Far Cry 5 with a cop.
Because
the Max strap.
the entire reason for the Max strap is to get around U.S. gun law. It allowed you to have a vertical front grip without having a vertical front grip.
But then it kind of caught on with all the paracord and little strap stuff of the backpacks that they are on. It
Yeah.
became part of that as well.
Uzi, the Uzi's kind of a rough weapon, honestly.
It's tough. The thing will fucking
You can
work.
definitely tell it's a 50 submachine gun. You shoot an Uzi and then you shoot an MP5, and you can see even in that 20 years development, the technology had come quite a ways.
Oh yeah. The thing I like about the Uzi though is you can just be like, oh no, it exploded, and then just bang it back together. There is a certain happiness in stamp metal.
Shia has a perfectly long history of fucking up perfectly good pistol caliber guns. Wrong.
I had a discussion.
Many
This
of our
time.
guests are thirsty, are they?
Oh dear. Oh dear. No, this takes precedent, sir. Begun the soda wars have.
Yeah. Okay, yep. Gobbling it up turkey chunks.
Why is it named? You know what? No, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
We also sell One-brellas, the single person's dry space.
Oh my god, what a terrible fucking name. That's bad copy and I fucking hate you. That is awful. You should be a salesman. Ugh. Alright, so I've got the choo-choo ready, and it goes all the way around the park, so it takes people off at 4 stops.
Does it?
It also goes around and has to do a dirty corkscrew at the
Ooh,
end of the
pretzels.
track. Oh yeah. All right, so we've got all the trains lined up. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right.
All right, so we've got our train set up. We've got everything happy built. Oh, we finally unlearned. We finally rather learned swinging ship. We now have that technology.
Okay.
I'm gonna place it on the water, so if it sinks, I can say it's part of the ride.
We're giving them way too much soft drink with their soft drink.
I think they need far less soft drink. I think the park is now $50.
All right. So this one it's the heavy ice line. And this is the
Heavy
easy
ice.
line.
Easy ice. Got it.
Yeah.
So you've got two choices. You've got easy, and then you've got the heavy ice.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, you gotta have options. I mean, it's monstrous, but you have to have options. Jesus.
We're working
Oh
on
my
Chinese food. That'll be a good addition.
Oh. So we have a lot of roller coasters. Apparently, people don't like the super turbo one that goes 800 miles an hour or whatever because they're scared.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they wouldn't like that.
No one rides it. 0 guests, 0 in queue. Will not ride. Fine, I'll get rid of it. I'll just build something worse. You want dumb? Let me go into my wooden coasters. Where is it? Not Holy Stromboli, but I might build that one as well. Where is it? Yes. Oh, we're gonna depopulate several forests. We're gonna Fern Gully for real with this thing.
Now we need. Gonna do television for gobbling it up turkey chunks.
That sounds horrible. Again, boo. Gobbling it up turkey chunks. Just
Yeah.
chunks like the MRE. You mean just like chunk meat, comma
Yes.
turkey.
And
I dislike this.
we'll do 3-month television for the pretzels. So I'm advertising all the salty things. So the
I
people
think we
come
should.
in, and then the salty things they're not terribly priced so far.
Is it? No. I mean, they shouldn't be. They should be very plentiful, and we should encourage people to have as many of them as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then when they are turning into beef jerky before our eyes from all the salt. Oh, there's a shortage of ride parts. Safety will suffer.
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't hear you over the money we're making.
I do like the stack of swan boats.
Well,
It's
you know,
veritable fucking. That's an absolute unit of them.
I think a
One
unit
metric
of swans.
piss pot full of them.
I love using poor measures as well. A piss pot of swans or a fuckle of swans, because I never a honking of swans. I know that there's probably a technical term, but I hate them. They are detestable creatures and they don't even taste that well.
Do you know the most awful thing? Swan boat is our longest ride line by far, by like a magnitude of 2 or 3.
People love that fucking boat, bro.
Alright.
I've built many good coasters. I don't know what these people's malfunction is. They fucking love that shit.
So we are going to make social media influencers. Oh, you've already got one? Oh man. Never mind. Okay, you're already advertising. So nobody wants to go on our second boat ride. Like even with the advertisement, there's nobody in line, there's nobody riding.
It's fun. You can it runs.
I think the swan boats, maybe it's the medieval music at the swan boats.
I hate that this might be true.
No, we went with Baroque classical music for the swan boats, so yeah. We went with fake Game of Thrones intro music for the Shipwreck Survivor. Maybe that's what it is. Should we put it back to Coffee Pirates?
I hate that might be the thing, but fuck. I mean, go ahead and do it.
Alright, it's back to Coffee Pirates. It is Monday. The least useful of all days in our schedule. Which is why we're here.
We volunteered for the lowest day of the week.
Yeah. Diggs was like, we got a hole, who wants to plug it? I was like, I don't know, I could do like Metal Gear or some shit. And then I was penned in for Metal Gear Mondays.
And then we've just kind of turned it into Madness Mondays that varies into Metal Gear. Kojima rants. Actually, there's a theme.
We've still got at least four, if not 5, if I want to do Rising Revengeance games.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't even gotten to the flamenco dancing vampire guy. I mean, that boss fight is great.
Why? Why are these all words that are true?
Turkey chunks and gravy, MRE. You know, I want to say that there's something similar to that.
I remember that in the MRE ratings, there are a number of them. There are a number of them that were okay. However, most people hate any of the chunks of anything. They're just like, why?
Well, if you describe it as a chunk, right?
It's dog food.
Yeah. Do you want a hefty hunk? Come on down, eat credit chunk, right? I mean, it's awful. Hey, Tex Depp, what's your favorite SMG?
Thompson.
Thompson's a pretty classy choice. I've always wanted to fuck around with a grease gun.
No.
Yeah? No,
the grease gun. No. No. It's a machine gun in the academic sense.
It's such a war austerity firearm. They didn't put a bolt on it. Like a bolt handle.
It should be, by all means, a new classification of submachine gun that is just called It's a gun. It it's the academic definition of a submachine gun, but it's nothing more. It is joyless. It is an appliance. Reject modernity, embrace Art Deco machine guns.
That's a whole Lepanto of swan boats, says Magnus Victor. I'm pretty sure they're trying to sink each other over there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well. Either that or maybe they want some tasty turkey chunk from the
Yes.
Goblin It Up Turkey Chunk Co.
Don't worry, there's plenty of turkey chunk to go around. I had a person on Patreon who was asking about what kind of experiments I was doing, and I told them about my waffle experiments. And so they have joined me on these. But I said, if you go get an old waffle iron, right? And you just go find your sacrificial waffle iron at a Goodwill or what have you. Good cause, spend a little money there. And you go get your sacrificial old, like, 1970s whatever waffle iron. Make sure it still works. Take it home, butter both sides of that motherfucker, and then press meatballs into it, like raw meatballs. And then just bring out the meatball waffle, and it has little pockets in there for your sauce. See, these are the experiments I do sometimes, and I endured them for humanity.
Well, I mean, you know, I try to innovate for the good of humanity.
Of
And
course, we're both scientists.
You
Yeah.
just shamed me for putting mac and cheese in oil and trying to serve it to soldiers.
That was terrible. I just I hate that you came up with the idea of it's the most nutrient dense thing you can have, and it's like a pint flask of olive oil with a packet of
Yeah,
chips.
I do it like one of the, if you ever get like frozen mozzarella sticks and they come with that little retort pouch of like, you know, marinara sauce, really shitty marinara sauce in the plastic pouch. I do a pouch like that where you tear the top off and you just suck on it.
Ugh. Ugh. It's turning my stomach, man. Come on. That's fucked.
No, it's food. It's food on the walk. I wouldn't run with it.
Food on the walk. You wouldn't run with it because you would get leg cramps and then you would shit yourself to death. You would just be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm dying."
It would be the opposite problem to MREs.
It would be like, "Hey, Sarge, I just ate that MRE and I'm going to go die now."
It's a real fuster of swans, says the real Tin Man. God, add Death Stranding onto the list of Metal Gear games. I've never actually touched it.
I saw a clip from it, and there was a lady in it, and she was holding an invisible baby, like pantomiming she had it in her hands, and she told the guy that he had to kill the baby, and someone was reacting emotionally to the whole thing as though it was dead-ass serious on the stream, and I was like, this is a Kojima game.
Yeah.
And then I stopped watching.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. It's a Kojima game.
That is correct. I was like, no, thank you.
I do like the little squeaky noise the swan boats make. It's nice. It's comfy.
I'm building a whole area over here that we will then service with additional service personnel, and it will become Park Area 2 Electric Boogaloo, in which much crime and things will happen.
Frankly, if I ever go to a Deep South carnival and not see a meatball waffle stand, I'm going to be so disappointed.
No, and again, I don't think I invented the meat waffle. I think that's been done, probably by a restaurant.
Yeah,
probably better than me.
Honestly,
there's some guy who probably has a name for it.
You go south, you're just gonna run into boiled peanuts. That's what they like.
Boiled peanuts.
Am I wrong?
No, they do enjoy their bland.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the boiled peanut thing.
It's like, do you like peanuts? Why, yes, I do. Do you like peanuts with all of the flavor removed? Well, no.
Mayhaps, Tex, mayhaps I shall shit myself to death, but at least I shan't be constipated anymore. Okay, yeah.
Good day, sir. I was thinking of like what would be what I was looking over a game and I was thinking about the Victorian era and how people love to do steampunk, and I realized if steampunk were real, the industries of then would make processed foods much like we have now, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
However, I think that a Victorian's take on industrial food would be hilarious. I think it would be really, really bad.
You
Like,
serve everything on a leaded plate. It's disposable.
it's disposable. You can wrap the foil up and throw it away. Just put it in the steamer in the leaded plate. Yeah, that would be probably what happened.
Yeah, I mean,
The,
it's
the leaded plate, a Sherlock Holmes adventure. Well, Watson, they all went retarded.
the teeth fell out. It's the strangest thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. What pistol do I carry on duty? Now it's a Glock 17. Um, Up until the beginning of this year, it was a Sig Sauer P226. I actually was able to purchase mine when we retired those pistols, so I've got it actually. I've got it right there.
So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like when it comes down to like department pistols, we talked about that with Far Cry 5 with a cop, as you may recall, about the best and worst picks of department pistols. And I remember we were saying, what if you got to choose the post-apocalyptic department pistol? And you said it was a barkeep single-action revolver with the smidgen of a barrel
Yeah.
and 30 carbine.
I want the holster to be a bucket. It's just got this little tiny little, stick out of the end. I have many desk guns. Um, Specifically, I have a lockbox in my desk where I keep my pistols when I don't have them in the main safe. But no. So yeah, I want more cylinder than we have barrel. Right? That's my range. Because I
I
want
hate
to
this.
shoot somebody, I want the round to hit them sideways like a brick. And then as they go oof from getting shot with a pound of lead, the fireball catches up and they just singe their eyebrows off.
You just described like a D&D gun. Like it's like it has a host of effects on a D6. It's just like
Yeah,
you described a terrible.
Every
Terrible
time
thing
you
to
shoot
me.
that gun, everybody else goes to get food because we're gonna be here a minute.
My God, it is embarrassing and terrible. By the way, I'm building a second rail line to serve the second area we opened up.
Oh yeah.
I hope the people live well over here, but I hope they also spend money, because if they don't, I will delete this railroad with them in it.
Howdy, your fictitious life. Welcome to the stream. We're watching swan boats. It's a comfy time.
I'm building a very long railroad in another country.
The
Apparently,
Delta Green campaign. That was something special.
we really should have recorded that.
I know we didn't because it was me. It was my hang up. I wasn't sure how comfortable I
No,
would be
no,
on
no,
that
no, no,
first game.
no. I get you on that. I just mean in terms of how it went, that was like fucking hilarious.
If I had known how that game would go, we'd have recorded it. I kind of expected it to be a lackluster experience. It was my first time GMing. I didn't know the system as well as I wanted to. But yeah, no. If I had the benefit of hindsight, I would have recorded that because that was just nuts.
That was the most anti-Delta Green campaign I've ever played in Delta Green, because every Delta Green campaign I've ever played is just over the top, serious. All these people trying to out-government each other with government. And I know all these things about the government. Government this, government that, alphabet soup.
Yeah.
And our game was just literally none of that. Our game was like, okay, we just took this guy hostage at an old folks home. What are we doing again?
Yeah,
And then-
no. It was
We were not good agents. We
Well,
were effective though.
yeah, that's the thing is, in a way, you were, right? Because
I,
there's
I, I
two ideas to Delta Green. Has this ever been stocked? Yeah, evidently it
well,
has.
I just remember Dig's character getting blown up by the pot wizard
Mm-hmm.
that had disassembled the helicopter,
Yeah.
and then we made our handler probably age 40 years when we kept texting him things like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And so he'd like roll over out of bed and just start screaming because we just been like, "Wow, we found this mind-breaking horror you want to see," and then we
Yeah.
just send it to him, and he'd just lose his fucking mind.
Yeah, I don't remember. Did I tell you guys beforehand that I was rolling sanity for him, or did I just let
Yeah.
that be something in the background that was happening?
You told us afterward that you were rolling sanity for him, and he wasn't doing well.
Yeah, I
I
couldn't
think
remember if I was doing it in the moment or if I just let that happen and then afterwards. Oh, by the way, yeah, we were doing sanity for him the entire time.
I think what happened was you were that was your way of chastising us as a DM was you were like, he's not doing very well. He's looking very poorly.
Yes, yeah, yeah. I describe him like that, but I wouldn't actually say, okay, he's lost like X amount of sanity.
Yeah, you just described our boss getting sadder and sadder as he said it's okay, as it increasingly wasn't.
Yes, that's well, I channeled civil work into that, right?
Yeah, of course.
So there comes a point where if you can't fire your employees, you just have to deal with them. And that's kind
Right.
of where he was at because you guys were wildly effective on target, right? Like the
Yeah.
only scenario you didn't solve was the one where you all fucking died.
Yeah.
Uh,
So 10 out of 10 for us.
yeah. So Delta Green's like, yeah, no way in hell are we letting you, let them go. While he's like, but I have to deal with that. I have to deal with them. It is not healthy to have to deal with them for long periods.
Yeah, he did not do well in the end. And then Diggs killed his wife. But that was that
Oh,
his character,
I
Frank
laughed
did it really.
so loud when that happened.
Frank did that. Frank did that. It was like, kill the girl. And I was like, God, Frank. And he was just laughing. Well, that was his character, though. It was
Yeah,
like
he
clean up
was
guy.
he was an agency cleanup guy. He was, special operations group. Um, so he came in. Our God, we're talking about this, but the chat really probably doesn't know. So the initial characters were all kind of very low level government types. None of them really did anything super special. And as they started to kind of die, because that happens in Delta Green, it's nobody gets out in a good way in a Delta Green
So, yeah.
campaign, right?
And
There's no
Psyduck
retirement.
yeah. Well, Psyduck got shot in the mouth. I mean, it was endless.
Yeah. And then you've got the psychological bits of dealing with that and the just death spiral of your mental health as you ablatively damage your bonds with your family to try and last a little bit longer. Like the system, when you actually think about it, is very very brutal as a simulation of something like that.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
when we brought in new player characters, they'd be told that they're there to like monitor the situation, and if things go really bad, they're to terminate the team, right? So it just sowed this little bit of mistrust between the new PCs and the old PCs. Um, the final group we brought in was Dig's new character was a former I think he was 10th Mountain, who'd been sent to prison, and then his handler was a CIA cleanup guy. And they just were absolutely brutal together. Like they were 100% kill team. We have no emotions. It was a very well done thing.
Well, Diggs's character sounded like Alex Jones, so his
Yeah.
character was crazy and just constantly be like, "Oh, "Brother, frogs are gay," and just like breaking people's necks. It was.
I
I
wish
was
that
not a
wasn't
gentle.
true.
I was not a gentle angel though, because I did coffee board that guy
Yes, you did.
who had literally nothing to do with anything. He
Yeah,
was
you just
merely
decided
present.
to coffee board the unpleasant night manager of a hotel where murder occurred. Cause
Well, I mean,
fuck
I
him.
didn't. Well, I had, I would say before that, a rather unpleasant state of La Quinta, so that might have had something to do with how I played that character.
We'll leave the
I
light
did
on
not.
for you.
I'll take his lights out. I could have sworn that manager like shit in my room before he gave it to me. It was like, why does this smell so bad? I have a problem with germs in places, and that was just like gross. And so I called him. I was like, "My room smells like poop," and they're like, "Well, quit farting." Like it was a dad joke, and I was like, "But I paid for this. Like if you went to a Wendy's and you're like, this tastes like shit," and they said, "Well, quit farting," you would kill them. You
Yeah.
would reach across the room and kill them. I was not a. I was. We were not good agents, or were
No.
we? I don't know.
Well, again, wildly effective. Just not easy to control.
I
Um,
bought a Korth because I can't afford one in real life.
you were somehow very effective with that Korth despite having base damage of like 10% with that weapon the entirety of the game.
I bought a engraved one because the engravings helped Groves become smarter at shooter.
Yes.
They confer enormous advantages.
Man. Yeah, no, that was I will always rue that we didn't record that.
It was a really stupid game for a lot of reasons, and I think that's why it was perfect. A lot of people's Delta Green games are just, again, way too try-hardy.
Yeah.
I like Delta Green games that are just stupid silly, where it's not about being clever or getting some absurd rare part of the mythos, but more just the shenanigans you could end up having with your friends in those roles, playing those jobs, because like everyone has that self-insert of like, oh, what if I was the detective, and they play
Well,
L.A.
yeah.
Noir to get that.
That's I wanted to have a very serious, very kind of gritty, almost film noir crap sack setting, and then put my friends in the BPL and what I've seen of them playing games because I'd only really seen you guys do like Diggs Pathfinder games.
Right.
So I'd seen kind of the level of shenanigans that we can get up to, and I was like, I want to put that level of zany in a very almost you know Tarantino hyper realistic version of our world, and see what happens when we try to figure out how these interactions go down. And I think it
And
worked
yeah,
really well.
I think well, for our group, we were a bunch of idiots that should have never had the authority we did, but we survived something that we shouldn't have.
Yeah,
And that's where we became interesting characters. When the mythos figures out that you're interesting, that's when shit sucks as an agent.
yeah, you guys suck so bad you accidentally became a cult. That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, we kind of were not great, but we figured it out.
You did. Yeah, people are just walking through that whatever that is. Oh, that guy's got to take a leak. I'll help you, buddy. Just go in the water.
Yeah, just
No, he didn't. Sorry, Sarah, but you lost your opportunity. Okay, I will give them a second bathroom over here at the train station.
a second bathroom.
Yeah,
Can we afford such vast wealth?
I will offset the cost by requiring them have exact change.
Thank you.
13 cents.
Oh, that is most good to hear. 13 cents sounds like a correct number of cents to take a shit. You gotta have a dime and 3 pennies if you want to drop a deuce.
Imagine you're teleported temporarily into a lake, and a voice says, "Just go in the water."
Just go in the water, it'll be okay. I won't tell nobody. I know you had to potty. That would be horrifying. And again, I guess that's what happens to dogs, you know? Like, people who have little dogs, like, they have to pick them up and be like, all right, it's time to go outside, Mr. Feebles.
Yeah, no, it's...
I don't know why, but a Pomeranian named Mr. Feebles sounds like a great just dog to have in a movie. I designed this huge coaster while I was talking, and I got the excitement to very high.
Okay.
However, I feel it may kill people.
Alright.
This sounds like a job for Vending Island.
Yeah, so we're doing really God, we've gotta do a fucking tunnel over here, don't we?
Don't worry, I'll get a tunnel. I'll make it work.
Yeah, get a tunnel over to Vending Isle.
Austerity Island. Welcome to Austerity Park. Just played on a fucking kazoo.
Too lazy to go get your turkey chunks from the concession stand? Overpay for some vending machine food.
Oh, I like that idea. We can gouge them even further.
Yeah, no, it's like $4 for a soda, but like 80 cents for chips, which lower their thirst.
Ah, yes. We will sow them the seeds of their own destruction. Tubes. All right. That tube is way too high. I fucked up.
No, it's
okay,
fine. Just leave it. It's fine.
Just leave the trash chute shooting out of the ground at high speed. It just erupts out of the ground. Like,
yeah,
why?
no. People are walking by and they just hear dong 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 going down as the trash just fucking rockets through there.
Yeah, well, you know, we believe in something park expensive. How's that?
Yeah, no. If you know what, we just built it with an eye to the future. We're waiting for the water levels to continue to rise.
Yeah, which is why I'm making this area lower. Don't worry about it. So what we're gonna do is we then do that, and then we build our sinful area where our workers can't be seen by the common man.
Yeah.
Because that is mind blowing to park goers.
Friends, here's a TV showing our highlight reel.
Oh, a highlight reel.
I think so. I think it actually shows me your view as you pan around, but
Oh no.
and I think it shows you my view, but that's not really important.
What's really important is these people begin to buy things at the prices we set.
Yeah,
At the price the market demands.
we're gonna do a photo spot, and then yes, right here by friend person TV. Do another photo spot. I can't make the photo spot cost money.
That's bullshit. They need to, if they can pay to stand, yeah. We should just have somebody who walks up and asks for $5 for park services and see if they pay it.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like, well, it's a park services fee. And they're like, oh, well, I have an HOA, so that makes sense. And we're like, got him. All right,
There we
So
go.
I'm building a
We've got our
second
no
vending area.
photography sign up above the photo spot.
Excellent. Well done. What vending areas do, or the vending area over here is being built. I will begin to populate or build a barn around it so no one can see the miserable workers. What do you want over here in this vending area?
Where's
You
the
will
vending
find it.
area?
Move to the southeast, and you will find from your current position, and now to the
Ah,
southwest.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay, so we are going to need to have another soft drink.
Guests are
Ooh,
complaining about trash.
and we can now do customizable shops. So War Austerity Burger Co. can come back.
I hate this. War Austerity Burger Co.
Yes, sir.
Ugh. That is just, I hate it. All right, so I'm gonna use black painted galvanized metal to hide this from the people
Yes.
because they don't need to see the inner workings of the bean house, as it were. They need to be more mystified by its unique mystique.
All
It's
right. So we give the patty a thin LaCroix wash of ketchup.
Oh, a
And then
LaCroix wash? Is that a technical term for
yes,
smidgen of flavor?
yes.
Like the bare minimal amount of filler that is of that flavor to be considered
Any
of that
less, and I
flavor.
couldn't legally say it was on this burger. Yes.
Okay,
Um,
got it.
and then probably about a dime-sized piece of cheese in the direct center, and a single pickle.
A single pickle, huh?
Uh-huh. But they get all the salt. 10 cents worth of salt with their fries.
That's a lot of salt. They shall consider it their salary. See, I made a Roman joke. Please help me. So, anyways, we're going to build a nice little park here. And I built a giant, horrible, corrugated metal building in which they
Yeah.
can enjoy themselves.
Just this giant fucking hot box for them to bake in.
Yeah, just build plenty of stores, fill all those stores up, and I will make sure that these stores actually have people come over and work here. Because if they don't, I will throw them in the lake and get new people. We're gonna do Victorian era shit.
Long shepherd's
Again,
pie is in the oven.
long shepherd's pie.
Well, I applaud you, sir, for taking that idea further.
The long shepherd's pie. I hate this.
Offer free irrigation to customers, something to refresh under the sun.
Free. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything.
If I could just mash together all the different sliders, that's what I really want. Is I want a restaurant where I can sell turkey legs and burgers and Chinese food, and then adjust salt and condiment and all that sliders for everything, so I can add horrible condiments to things that don't need it.
Oh, I see
Do
what
you
you're
want
saying. Like,
your olive oil mayonnaise with your Chinese food?
why do you come up with these things? This just makes me sad. Ugh. Ah.
It is. It is. I don't know. I really don't.
I don't like it. In every way, I don't like it. It's bad. All right, let's
I
see. I
think.
have to.
I think your tunnel may be broken.
What do you mean? No, it's not. I haven't tasked it to the things yet.
Okay,
Don't
because the
worry.
hauler just walked all the way around to deliver a crate of salt to War Austerity Burger Company.
Well, good. That'll learn them. Hull and salt makes strong. That'll be our motto. That's on the shirt. Hull and salt makes strong. And then we'll put some things like freedom and an eagle on it. Hauling salt makes strong, brother. Summer and internship. Hauling salt down at the theme park. Hey man, I'm building a Project Zomboid house. It's all strange angles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Alright, now I need to make
10 out of
that
10
roof.
would watch burn later.
Would contribute to burning when I can't figure out how to open the door.
Salt burger.
Look at this happy barn that I made. It's fine in every way.
The night owl. You can actually bake your own bread. It's relatively easy. That's probably the best way to make long grilled cheese a reality without, asking a bakery to just slice it the wrong way. Scented gasoline. Delightful fumes for you on your vacation in your Pontiac Aztec. Yeah. That would do it. Smells like the leaded gas of my childhood. Consume. I like the consume sign. That's yeah, in bold Times New Roman too. Nice.
I needed it to be special.
That's it's very They Live.
Thank you.
Black building with consume written on the side.
Look, I like the classics. I like it. I like the classics. Alka-Seltzer plus box wine equals champagne. Good God. Whoever made that combination needs to go think about it. That sounds evil. I'm going to build a ride, and people are going to hate it. Oh yeah, this looks unsafe. How tall can I make this?
Yeah.
They make me... Yeah.
No neon? I think we have to research that. It looks like a meat factory. Yeah, a little bit.
That sounds like a good name for a gay bar. I mean, I'm not gay, but I'm just saying, if I was going to open a gay bar, I would call it the Meat Factory.
Someone once told me that off-brand cereal names are just like, secret nicknames for gay people. And last time I was at the grocery store, I saw it, and I can't unsee it now. It's, oh, he's a marshmallow matey, right?
That's horrible. I hate that.
Yeah.
I remember those bag of cereal, like
yeah,
bag
that's
of
what
cereal.
it is.
Yeah. Well, it's what was the company Malto Meal, where they're like, we don't trust you with portion control. You're gonna eat the whole bag.
Yeah, and we just accept that. So here's a 3-gallon bag of off-brand Lucky Charms.
Yeah, we trust you with that. I'm building staff rooms in here so people can actually hang out, and then I'm going to slowly train a master race of super haulers.
So that they just like sprint over here with boxes?
We had one guy where we were like,
I do appreciate that, like has the Wendy's sunroom on the back, but we've covered it with a black corrugated steel box.
I'm hearing complaints. I don't think you appreciate my genius. I think Wendy's sunroom, where Grandpa goes in there to fart up those chairs, is a precious reminder of the 80s and 90s in most of America.
Yeah, no, that's one of the core experiences that I hold on to that was great about my childhood. Going to Wendy's with Grandpa on like Sunday morning so he could have his chili.
I watched somebody once kill a whole Frosty in one go. A large one. Like, sucked it down.
Yeah.
He was not healthy. I'm sending all the employees to training. We need to do training right away. All of our employees need to go to training, of course.
It's not actually an acronym. Those are underscores, not periods. But yes, that is very they live. We are nothing if not students of cultural reference.
Oh yeah, I mean that's all we do. Fun,
No
really.
pump air compressed farts inside. This sounds like a Delta Green encounter. Yeah, a little bit. The entire park feels like a Delta Green encounter. Again, not wrong. The training, it must be done. Some spinning shit, I don't know, is broken. The restraints
Don't
have
worry about
stuck
it.
closed.
Don't worry about it. Consume.
They are trapped Catherine John.
Just look at the
Catherine
ride
John
next
says,
to it.
what a cute raptor."
No, she says, "What is a cute raptor?" She throws chickens on the lawn. She's lost her mind.
This soft drink from Easy Ice is really worth the money. Time to up our price on the drinks again. Heavy Ice and Easy Ice are both out of fucking money. Out of product. Not nose candy, how's that doing? That's never turned a profit? Okay.
Don't worry, I put some benches over here, but they have to pay for it.
We'll
They have to pay
replace that.
so much. They're gonna have to pay by using the
Or replace
money
that with
machine.
ice cream. Which I can't accept anything on. But it's $3.50 for a vanilla cone.
$3.50. Holy shit.
Dude, we're going carnival scalping prices, man.
I get you. I'm putting shit. I'm putting shit everywhere. I'm making the money. I mean, look at all this. I'm gonna build more vending area over here that you can just turn into fucked up shit. I'm gonna put an ice cream machine, and a Chinese place, and a cotton candy, of course.
The Delta Green operatives are dropping off quickly, it seems.
Don't worry about them. They'll be all right. I think. Oh, cool vending machines.
Consume stands for Consumption of Native Savory Unified Meats Executive. Or
Why would
consume
nothing?
our new sweaty, unctuous meats every day.
I hate this.
Can
We've
can
made
you
a
make the
monster.
first word of a acronym the word?
I think that you can do whatever you want. Have you ever
Like
seen
the H in
like
Humvee
anything?
stands for Humvee.
Yeah. The H in Hemet stands for Hemet. Hemet Mementa. Humvee Mememba.
Uh,
It's the name
it's
plus what it
Humvees all the
sounds
way
like.
down.
Imagine if the U.S. military did that, where the 5-ton truck was a Humvee at twice the size.
Pizza. We now have pizza.
The second vending area is open. I haven't gouged or changed the prices, but you will be free to do that.
I've got them. I've got them synced, so they are still going along with what I've got on the main drag. Oh, we got fucking everything.
This is a very
Candy
nice
shirts.
ride in park.
Yeah. Does the Chinese food give you thirst? No, it only sates hunger.
Inverted dark ride, huh? Okay.
Right,
I
we're
don't know
gonna
what
get
this
rid of
is.
Chinese food and add pizza. So if you want pizza, you gotta walk all the way fucking around.
It sounds like a winner.
What do we call the pizza joint, people?
Oh yeah, we need a name for the pizza joint.
Recursive acronyms are a time-honored tradition. Yes, long Humvee. Indeed. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the sub shop to show up.
There's this thing called an inverted dark ride. I don't know what that means. And it wasn't under coasters, but it has a coasterish rail.
Oh,
So I'm gonna design a weird inverted dark ride because I don't know what this game thinks they are, but I know what they think they are, what I think they are, and I have a theme for this ride.
Do we
It's
go?
gonna
Do
be
we go with Saucy John's or Distant Pizza or Cheese Circles or Us?
cheese circles are us. I like that one.
All right, with a name like that, I can't have any vegetables on it.
Well, I mean, why would you? That's just having vegetables is like suing for peace in RimWorld. Why? Burn your house down. Burn it down before talking to outsiders. Boo!
We may be at war for 4 years while I build the nuclear missile, but by God, it's gonna get built.
By God, this will show you to stiff me on taco prices. Become the monster.
No, this isn't really a contest. We just are the biggest asshole carnival owners, right?
No, no, we did it because we designed parks and we thought we were really clever,
No, there's no
but we
meat on it.
weren't.
The the little cheese that's on the roof, that's a lie. Well, okay, there is meat. Never mind. I can't affect the meat. God, they don't. Hold on. So there's no dough or bread. So this is just meat, vegetables, and cheese in a pile.
Wow. That is gross.
Ugh, I wish I hadn't seen that.
Why do you make these things?
Well, no, it just from normal. It's I didn't do that. That's them.
I hear a lot of I hear a lot of I was in the back and nothing bad happened. I don't believe you. I know your habits. You're like, "No, nothing bad happened." I'm like,
Nothing at
I think
all.
everything's fine. So I'm building a ride, this inverted dark ride where you're supposed to like go around on the thing, you know, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
and get whipped around in the dark and have some stuff jump out at you or whatever. I don't know what to call it, so I called it the cleaners, and I'm just gonna have them go around, you know. I
Ugh.
I I I don't know what it's for, so I'm gonna have them simulate what my dry cleaning does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It just, you know, it's there. Oh, the train's going underground. Hello, Mr. Train. Please don't crash into anything. I'd really hate for that to happen. Yeah, I don't know what the inverted dark ride is for, but fuck it.
Cold turkey legs is open.
I hate that. Why? All right. So, what is a cold turkey leg? Walk me through it, please.
Well,
Please. No, I want to hear.
So we specifically market to people who are trying to quit smoking.
Okay.
As
All right.
as a way to work on their oral fixation, right?
So so you're like, hey, you have trouble putting things in your mouth, rather than to smoke fucking vape. Why don't you just have some turkey?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then as an additional tie-in, we're able to save money by not reheating them. We just take them out of the fridge and give them to customers, and what they do with that, they will.
So, I mean, is it just manifest as disappointment? Does the cold turkey leg have a commercial by Werner Herzog? Is it just dour? Is it just
Oh no,
like,
we got the world's a fun guy, right?
oh god. I would love to get
So it is all marketing, no product.
I would love to see, in all honesty, the Vinga Boys We Like to Party thing.
Yeah.
I would love to see that version of a Six Flags ad for this shithole park. You know, where it's just like the bus comes up and it's just smoking, and like all the people in the neighborhood just look at it, and it opens up and like staggers inside, and he's like, "Hey, welcome to Wisconsin," and they're like, "What?" And then he just grabs them, and then it shows them at this park where like they get stuck in rides for hours, and there's sparks flying off things, and you know,
Yeah,
cold turkey.
there's like a long shot of somebody drowning in the lake and nobody is helping them.
It just plays happy music as it pans out. Like you see them flailing in the lake, and it's just playing like "Fun Times in Cleveland again," and it just completely ignores it. You know.
No, both toilets are 13 cents.
I
Um,
think they should be 17 cents now that he mentioned it, because
yeah.
it makes me feel just greedy, you know? We need to be greedier. I'm going to make people enjoy being dry cleaning. That's going to be a ride.
Oh, did we get rid of the toilet over here?
I don't remember.
No wonder
It's not
people were
important.
pissing on the floor. Yeah,
Let's hope that's piss. Let's hope.
I
Because
think-
it looks very gross. Oh, we got info kiosk. We're going to need that because that prevents people from not knowing where things are. And we can charge money for maps.
Yes.
All right, we're going to build such a wonderful array of very boring rides, and people are going to go, these are fantastic, because these people in this game are miserable. They're more miserable than I am, and that's not fair. So let's see, where's my roof?
So I imagine this info kiosk, like anytime, every 5 seconds on loop, right? It goes, oh, don't get lost.
I hate that because I can hear that in my head. Like, I can hear that playing in my head. It sure is.
Yeah.
All right,
So it's Nick's clown voice.
Oh, yeah.
But Hank Hill's laugh.
I hate that. I hate that. So it's like if you asked me to define the sound of Halloween.
Yeah.
The sound of Halloween to me is that fucking skeleton that bobs up and down on the string, and it's like
Yes.
like that is the sound of Halloween to me. Like that, and hearing people say, "Oh, there's a spirit of Halloween," which means like a Fuddruckers closed.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Kmart in your town that didn't make it. Once
Spirit
a
of
year,
Halloween.
it gets used for a Halloween pop-up.
I love those places that like used to be circuit cities, and then like obviously Circuit City went away, and so
Yeah.
it was still this shape of the store, but they were like, now it's Gary's Rugs, and you go in there and like the AC has failed long ago. It's just a bunch of like scrap carpet.
Yeah. And it's just, no matter where you turn, it gets more and more miserable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I remember going to a mall because I got nostalgic for a mall after seeing Stranger Things, and I regret going
Into a mall in modern America is a very depressing reminder of what used to be and what is no longer.
I once went. Okay, so I went to the mall.
It's a happy
and-
cast all over again.
Yeah, it is. It is the happy cast all over again. Shut up. So I was sitting there in the mall, and they have those massager chairs. And I said, you know what? I have never used one of these. So I paid the requisite number of dollars for the
like
machine.
fucking $8.
To molest my calves. And as I sat there, I was instantly gripped by a pair of sharp pincers as though a chihuahua were trying to bite through my calves, which then proceeded to rampage up and down my legs in jerking motions, and I had to pry my legs out of it because it was being mauled by a toothless dog that was incredibly violent. I was like, what is this? And then I looked down and I realized that the machine had rubbed my leg hard enough to remove the hair on one of it. I was just like, the hair was missing from one of my legs from this machine. It was juddering up and down with my hair in it. And I was like, all right. Pro tip, don't use that machine.
Somebody noticed that we're spraying water directly into the info booth.
Don't worry.
That was a perfectly timed tip. Thank you. Oh God. Have you ever visited Odessa or Midland? Yes. Actually, I got an offer to go work in Odessa, and I went down there, and realized that the only thing in Odessa to do is to drink and to fight, and that makes for a very busy police department. So I didn't do that.
That does sound very busy. But I was thinking of a game that would
That's
be really
West
fun.
Texas. It's West Texas is different.
Yes, it is. Now, I thought of. By the way, check out my ride, the Cleaners. All it does is
It's
go
the
around.
dark ride.
All it does is go around in a giant fucking metal barn in a giant circle. If you put the see-through on it, you'll see how bad this ride is.
Okay, yeah. Uh,
Hide scenery, I think.
oh, it's because you built it after I clicked it. Yeah, there we go. Yes, this is a dark ride, isn't it?
The Cleaners.
The Cleaners.
You go around like laundry.
You know the fucked up thing? Is it's got a medium decoration. This is the best decorated in the park because you built a box around it.
Yeah, it's
They
the
can't
Cleaners.
see anything.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. Like
No, it is
they go in there
exactly like the dry cleaners. You're in the dark for 98% of the time. Like, yeah, no, it's there.
Yeah. Here, we'll just all we have to do is add some sprays.
Any
to
of our
act like
guests
dry
are
cleaning.
thirsty, man. Oh yeah, we've gotta have some sprays and some heat.
Oh yeah, we need to.
Is there a way to have like the hair blower for your car at the end of a car wash?
Oh, I remember going to a car wash once, and that hair blower was so strong that it like rattled my window, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I remembered reading later that was on the news. That thing had actually blown the front window out of someone's car, and so. It was one of my first cars, so I was like, "Man, this window's a piece of shit." And then I realized, no, like that son of a bitch had turned that thing up like high.
Yeah.
And someone had come through there with like a new window that they had just had put in, and they're like, "Don't get a car wash," and someone had gotten a car wash and it just blew that bitch in.
What are these noises I'm hearing these people make?
Don't you worry about it.
I'm just sitting here adjusting t-shirt colors and somebody walks by and goes, mm-hmm. What the fuck was that? Who did the voice acting for this game? Because they were like in a K-hole when they did it. And it's great.
Sometimes you just gotta ride the dragon, and sometimes you just gotta enjoy the Cleaners. And yeah.
Sensory deprivation is better decoration than the rest of this park.
That's mean, but true. That's mean, but very true. And now I feel sad.
Lebanon has been through a car wash that took off a wiper blade. You wouldn't last 45 seconds in a sensory deprivation tank. I'll take that bet. Sir, he won't come out. Yeah, exactly. They had to find the non-Sims TM mumbles. Yeah, that's what it is. But man, they could have tried a little harder, right?
I love Simlish. I love it because I love when your Sim has a breakdown because they forced him to play guitar for like 300 hours a day. And he's like, gerbil door, and then like throws shit through the wall and then cries a bit and then goes back to the guitar because that's all he knows.
Yep.
I hate playing the guitar all day. Better play the guitar about it.
Yeah, no, this is bizarre background noise. I'm just hearing like coins hit the counter and weird, not quite right Simlish. It sounds like Simlish in another language. Like I imagine this is what like Korean Simlish sounds like.
Do you think there's a localization for Simlish where they're like, that doesn't sound
well,
good
yeah,
enough?
that's what I'm sitting here wondering, actually.
That's a good question. I need gibberish that sounds vaguely this.
Yeah. Well, like, so I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole.
Oh, dear.
And it turns out that in, like, Toy Story, when they set Buzz to Spanish mode, I wanted to know what they did for that in the Spanish version of that film. And the answer is they dubbed it over with a Catalan accent. So he sounds very, very Catalan. Uh, and that is fucking hilarious that they went to that extreme. Like, oh, there's a Catalan mode on Spanish toys, apparently.
That would be hilarious.
This guy vaguely sounds like he's speaking a very, very disjointed version of Spanish. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the toy has a different. I mean, that would be weird if you had like a GI Joe that you pressed one button and it was like "Go Joe," and then you have like another one was like "That's broke, isn't it?" You know, and like
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
be weird.
exactly, exactly,
That would be
right?
very weird as a toy. I love that our happy park is doing well. We have 666. Oh no, 664 people in it.
Zazzy says that Simlish does not get localized because it is itself a functional language. Okay, I'll
How
take that.
how 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 is that a functional language? Can you go to the bank in Simlish? Like, can you go like buy a house and negotiate the mortgage in Simlish? Please tell me this is not true. Please tell me there's not like a Simlish option at the DMV. You know, like, how would you like your DMV test? And you're like, Vietnamese, Cantonese, Mandarin, Simlish.
There we go. We've got a bunch of people stuck on Babel Tower TM waiting for a mechanic to come fix it.
I've been telling the mechanics to go to training a lot. I need to better train. And you know what? I think the restraint's stuck open on a tower ride. All they have to do is lean back.
Yeah, yeah. Is that what they're waiting on? Restraint stuck open? Yeah, no, that's fine. It'll
Just hold
sort
them
itself out.
closed. Yeah, just hit the green button a lot.
Do we have zip ties? Let's give them some zip ties.
Tape. They get a roll of tape, one roll of tape per ride. Just wrap it around everybody. All right, let's see. What are we going to do?
Happy Fun Time Concession Zone. We have to mark it because if we don't mark it, we can't charge higher taxes.
Oh, you're right. Shit. We gotta mark it. And then we have to pass that money on to the consumer.
Yes.
And by that I mean our money. They can't have any money. I mean, what are they fucking thinking? All right, let's
Yeah.
see.
Well, by passing it on to the consumer, we mean, of course, that they then pay additional, fees
Much
for
more
storage.
money. I agree.
Yeah, money storage fees.
Money storage fees for their money fees. People said the path is very disgusting.
Uh-huh. I see which path is disgusting.
Which one?
In front of the
Oh my God.
concessions. Yeah.
That is horrific. All I hear is overlapping Baroque music, and I hate it.
I
saw
hear
that one of my.
I hear the Baroque music and I hear the squishing of people stepping in it.
That is gross. And I also heard one of my janitors is like, I'm cleaning the ride. Walked all the way over here, huh?
That's not a ride, that's a shop. That's one of the shops in the row.
That's horrible. All right, so I'm going to have like 4 janitors in zone 1. And I just have to now because of all the vomit.
Because of all the vomit, all the trash.
All right, so I'm going to tell them to get in there with like power washers and just blast all this shit away.
Yeah. It's what we're gonna have to do. So I've got dark spots throughout the park where, if somebody wanted to do something nefarious to guests, nobody would be able to see it because it's dark.
Okay.
Mostly I'm just don't want to pay for all the fucking lamps you'd need to properly illuminate everything.
Look, they can run between lamps just like I did at college.
Oh, is that guy? Oh, I thought he was running while holding his guts. I was like, oh, Jesus, what the fuck did you do, man?
Don't worry about it. He's just about to have an out-of-bowel experience.
That guy is broke, so let's put a cash machine right here. Remind him he can always get money out of the ATM.
He can always have ATM money. Now, it says pop can is 350. Does that pop can contain pop, or is this just like an airline's a can?
We don't allow you to have the can.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Can you imagine what people would do with that? They could end their suffering with a pop can if they wanted to.
Pop can. Oh my god, someone broke our fucking vending machine thing. Or rather, our TV mabob.
You've got a
Looked as though
vandal?
we had it. We may have a vandal.
Okay, it's
which
time to
means
hunt the vandal. I need chat to help.
Let's start looking for troublemakers.
Yeah. He's going to be wearing a mask and look generally shady. A dark individual.
He's going to have a mask, and he's going to be a person who is a Blackheart who has come to plunder our riches upon the shores of bounty. And we must plunge him and brand him as the Dutch East Indies Companies does to everyone who offends free trade upon these seas of Park.
Oh, motherfucker, yeah, he kicked over a trash can. God, this piece of shit.
If I find him, he's going in the lake. I'm not.
He's going in the lake,
park.
yeah.
He's going in the lake.
I'll ban him from the park and then put him in the lake.
Yeah.
You're not a customer anymore.
We should just promote them to, like, the torture box. I should build a box that we can just put them in.
You put them all in the same box?
That's what I mean. The troublemaker box. The bye-bye room.
But nothing is kicked over here, so he's clearly somewhere up this way. Right?
I'm searching. I'm searching
I'm
everywhere.
also searching. He should have, like I said, a little black mask on. So that's kicked, but this isn't. He'll have a baseball hat. We need to stop selling baseball hats.
We need to stop selling them accessories to the crime.
Well, where are they getting the baseball hats from? Because I don't think we sell those. Because we don't have a novelty hat company. And he'll have, I think, a baseball cap on backwards.
As a true crime man will. And we must stop criming.
Yes, yeah. You know, we could just start drowning everybody wearing a baseball cap. That would solve the problem eventually.
We could get to them by destroying everyone at once.
I'm gonna make this easier. At attractions? Yes. Haha. Now I only see people.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, I didn't realize I made our raptor shit colored. I was trying to make him orange.
That's not good.
Ooh. No ship posting tonight? Asks Sunshine.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of hanging out. I mean, we're just having some park time. But I may ship post later in the week. We'll see. Depends on what I got going on.
Hunting a vandal? Get the mascot a shotgun. I know they bring... Oh, they bring their own hats. I thought you meant the vandal did. We should have a no hat rule.
Hey, Dap, there's no way they can't say they saw the sign.
Exactly.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm just hearing squishing noises and searching for this vandal as people walk through the puddles.
I'm trying to clean it, but they shit a lot, Deb. They've shit so much.
Yeah.
There's so much shit. It's everywhere.
Alright, I think our vandal may have left or he's otherwise escaped our clutches so far.
Huh.
That guy's gotta pee before he's even made it into the park. What are you doing, man? Let me just drive 8 hours to this park. I can hold it. I can make it. And that sounds miserable. What's he trying to do? I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard if we couldn't see the vandal because he was stuck on a broken ride.
That would be great. Like if we trapped him, yeah.
Because I'm just watching so many fucking people just trapped on broken rides as I,
Well,
pan
remember when
around.
we had to get the guys out with sledgehammers to break up all the tiles because of how many people puked? We couldn't
Yes,
clean them
we
all.
couldn't clean them, so we're just demolishing and rebuilding. I
We
do
had to
recall that.
constantly, we had to constantly tear up the tile to clean up the puke.
Uh,
We're not good parkmen, but we are turning a profit. In February.
in February even. Yeah, no, God, we're rocking this.
Yeah,
What's our
all we had to
time look
do.
like?
I have no idea.
6:18. We got about 45 minutes left.
We're doing all right. We are rocking and rolling in the theme park of hell. And then next week, we will build a wonderful new experience
Yeah.
with Raiden.
SNES Slap Boy, can you put a horse on those swan beats?
Ooh,
I
I don't
don't
know.
believe you can. Horns are
Imagine,
loudspeakers on the swans. No.
God, I wish. I fucking wish.
Yes, it is a fine line between orange and shit color.
That's fair. That's fair. And you know what we should do?
So
You know
that
what we should
diamond.
really.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, why does your Panama Canal Zone tent area Jeep guy have 3 graves there?
Progress requires sacrifice.
I agree.
Um, the one with the diamond over their head paid an extra 15 cents for the diamond-shaped balloon.
Hey, the people on the swan boats are trying to get to the ATM.
Okay,
Seriously.
no, yeah, we gotta come look. Casino Security Simulator 2022. There's no. Oh god, when I put the railing in or the ATMs in, there's no railing, so kids are just able to fall off into the water.
Who cares? It's money. They'll learn.
Don't learn.
Don't drop the money, kid.
Ever been to Six Flags? Nah, been to Worlds of Fun. Never Six Flags. It's like a rule: the driver has to pee as soon as you get there. Yeah.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. What if I built a coaster that was just to kill people? Like on purpose. Because people are always like, there's not enough intense rides on this theme park. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a lie. That's a lie.
Roll
There's
saving throw.
plenty.
Where did that fire come?
Don't worry about it. No, turn the thing off. You'll see.
Ah,
No,
yes. Flame broiled, yes.
it's right at hat height, so you know we're serious.
Yes. 100%. People like this guy, his weirdly angular pompadour has to be getting warm.
All right, I'm building a proper fucking roller coaster. He may have escaped justice.
You probably did. So that irritates me even more. He got splashed by our water. He has been indicted into the cult.
That sounds like a good idea. All we gotta do is beat him up some.
You have been baptized in the holy water.
There you go.
Put holy water
And
in your water spray?
Yeah. Hey, the swinging ship is continually broken. That sounds pretty lame.
So,
I don't know what.
did I ever tell you that I made holy water?
How have you done that?
Well, so you can get these little vials of holy water when you visit some of the Catholic cathedrals in Europe. Yeah, monasteries,
Yeah,
cathedrals. So I went and did the Old Camino hiking, and that ends at a monastery or a cathedral in France. I got 2 little vials of holy water from there. Was able to bring them back. And I was sitting there trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the holy water. And I went and talked to a Catholic friend of mine. And he spoke with his priest and got back to me and said, well, you can, as long as you don't dilute it by 50% or more, you can increase the amount of holy water you have, right?
Oh no.
So I just kept doubling how much I had until I was cooking spaghetti in holy water.
So you went to making holy water following that recipe
Yes,
until you had enough to make spaghetti in.
yes.
How was it?
It tasted pretty Italian.
That is we are getting into crazy town. So what you're telling me is if you want the authentic Italian experience, you have to go get like the holy water
Oh
in Europe and then double it using the deputy doubler method.
yeah. I wanted to check to make sure that it was all on the up and up, and I was assured that it was. So I had spaghetti that had been bathed in the Holy See.
I get you, man. I get you.
Yeah.
Oh man, we don't have enough money for the rest of this ride. Apparently 150 miles an hour is too much.
Oh God, which ride are we building?
Don't worry. It's a good ride. People are just upset
That one.
because it's
What are we doing
visionary.
for maintenance?
Yeah, we need to turn maintenance now. Just knock it down a little bit. A little bit. There you go. You don't need all that maintenance. That's what big maintenance wants you to think.
Big wrench.
Yeah, that's what Big Wrench wants you to think. I have an idea for a coaster that doesn't even need to be fancy. I have a terrible idea for a coaster that doesn't need to be fancy at all.
Okay.
It's the dumbest thing I think I've ever made. Wait, hold on. I will make a horrifying coaster that doesn't even have to. I won't even put a single loop-de-loop in it. I'll just make it unfortunate levels of G-force. Unfortunate.
Unfortunately, this is going to be really, really unpleasant. Like
Okay.
that's the waiver you have to sign after you've already gotten in the seats and been sealed. Like you can't get out.
Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, it is unfortunate, and I'll make it work. Don't worry.
Do, 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 do. Wooden
Okay,
coaster.
hold on. Let's make that one. There we go. We'll do it one, and then we'll just turn, turn. Excellent. And then we just go all the way up to 15, and then build this there, and then build that to 155, and then don't worry, gonna just break some stuff. It'll be fine. Now, all that added up, this thing is a quick boy as far as coasters go.
Yeah.
I want people to see both ends of the park immediately. That is the
So
goal of this coaster, as its only job.
I am going to go ahead and do another campaign on that reporter is being sued and nobody died here. The Swan
Oh,
Boat ride.
that's a great fucking that's a great fucking swan boat. I mean, I nobody died there, and that's the name of the ride, Okay, I will soon have enough money to make this thing happen. I've managed to max out the settings of the park in terms of intensity, but not nausea, which is a curious achievement for me.
Okay, hold on. We gotta watch this ride.
Well, hold on, it's not done yet. I would also not recommend playing it or writing this or suggest playing to your playthrough or test of this in anything other than normal speed because I think it might crash the game. It's very fast.
Gotcha. So
This is the
there is a mod so that you can, when you hit the little camera button, instead of following along in third person, it puts you in first person on your ride.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of running some mods next time we do this and just making it really dumb.
Yeah.
Um, and seeing what we can do, because I'd love to see if I can make or if we could make coasters. God, if there was a setting that actually had people who had like a death warrant and wanted to ride a crazy ass coaster, and like if you made a coaster for them, they'd pay you a lot of money. They're like, I want something that kills me or almost, because nothing's good enough anymore. I need the next extreme thing, and you got to build it.
Yeah, yeah. Are you just waiting on money to come back?
Correct. These launch rails are really expensive. They're like space age stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
Especially in this length and this speed.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a loan out. Just so we can finish it. Alright, and we'll scream it all the way in. And then we'll just put an entrance here and an exit here. And there we go. And we'll make it $1. And go ahead and test it. Let's go ahead and test it. I'm going to call this one the Greyhound. There we go. Oh yeah, just go ahead and test that and see how she flies for you as I try to build stairs for it. Oh yeah, that thing is moving. And home. Oh, well that's no good. That's no good at all. Are you laughing?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't worry about it. Look, I think I can make some enhancements. It might need a break or something. But I think you just mine.
Mr. Train Memorial Coaster.
Don't call it that. It gives people the wrong impression.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's hard enough to run a theme park. Look at the stairs for it. Alright, let me get back to work on the Greyhound.
Yeah, no, the stairs, that's something.
Those are great stairs.
You know, there's gonna be people that see those stairs and they're like, it's not worth it.
It'll be very, I'm gonna call this one the Dragon. There. See, it'll be fine. Alright, there we go. It's fixed, kinda.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got a different thing for it. It's different now.
Yep.
Here, let's test it. Here we go. Let's test the Dragon. It's completely different.
The front of each stair should have another line of the waiver of liability for each guest. The top says step here to agree.
That's good. I like it. I think the dummies disappeared.
They did.
That's fast.
Yeah, no, that's great. Open for business.
Open
Ultra
for
extreme,
business.
ultra extreme, no excitement. Decoration bad.
Well, fuck those people. I've worked really hard on it. It only crashed in training.
Oh, I could make a comment, but I'm not going to.
Don't worry about it. It's doing pretty good. It's
Call
a
it
bad dragon,
effort.
though.
It's a bad dragon? Is that the name now?
No. I don't want to give people ideas.
Yeah. No, that's a fair point.
Oh man, that thing just fucking rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing is startling as it goes by.
It is.
That is a fastin'. The meth dragon. I like it. Meth dragon.
Do you have the Steam or the Twitch audio up?
Do I have the what? You broke up.
The audio for Twitch, do you have that up?
I do not.
You
But I
should
can.
listen to it real quick. Oh, there's a shortage of ride parts. Safety will suffer.
This is horrifying. Eye of the Tiger, Alvin and the Chipmunk, slow motion. Sludge core.
And it just... like, it gets done before he's done with a line.
Don't worry about it. I'll advertise it and people will love it.
Yeah, okay. Meth Dragon. His name is
$13 in
Seth.
flyers.
He's Seth the Meth Dragon.
Seth the Meth Dragon.
He's the new mascot for the park.
It's just a really skinny dragon that smokes and twitches a lot and then just takes off at high speed screaming about UFOs in his teeth.
Yep. Every time a cop car drives by, he's just gone. No mechanic ever going to fix that. We'll just replace it.
Oh no, Meth the Magic Dragon. There we go. Meth the Magic Dragon. Live by the sea.
God damn it. The dragon
Why is this
wagon.
park successful? Why is this park successful?
I don't know.
What have we done? All we did was make it hard to get around, and then we're like, let's have an underwater train, and people are like, this place is great.
Alec Infinite Ammo Halauka?
Wow.
That's a name.
Yeah, it is. So the backers of this game
Yeah, they
got a
got
special. Yeah. I'm waiting for the magic dragon. No, please get on it. I want one person to get on it.
I will say the interweaving kind of thing we've got going with these roller coasters now, that all works really well.
It
You
does.
know you can synchronize them so that one will not go without the other. So if you want to do like synchronized, almost hit each other kind of stuff, you can.
I would rather do the actual hit each other, but not on purpose stuff. Everyone I have put near the dragon coaster will not ride it. No one likes it.
And by the sea, we mean in a van down by the river.
In a van down by the river.
You know, if I could get a sludge core like across the sea. Yeah.
I can make that happen. Oh, I can make that happen all day.
I know you can. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna sound like the background music in Inception.
It will not sound good. It will, yeah. Bobby Darin, bless his soul. It will not sound good. Mark my fucking words.
Is there a cheat that forces guests to ride things?
Oh God, I wish.
Let's go to that park with all the walking and salt headaches.
Don't worry about it. Your legs have always been that size. Consume product.
What do you mean they're swollen? I think they look normal. we sell like compression socks.
That would be like our number one thing is like compression socks and like hospital trips. Go down to the park. I've had 4 hot dogs and I can't breathe anymore. I love that this thing is just such a happy park with this horrible Greyhound of a ride that no one will ride because they're all afraid of success.
Yeah, it looks like you've got to have a cheat mod to do cheat codes.
Well, that sucks because I
Why
built
does
this thing and no
nobody
one
do
likes it.
cheat codes anymore?
You know, it's because they don't like fun. They call it a console now. They're like, oh, it's the developer's console. I'm like, it's a cheat engine. They're like, no, it's not. It's the developer's console. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Because the dev wants to play with the booby sliders. It's a developer's console. It's the cheat thing. Oh man, that bathroom is just spewing nothing but shit. Look at it. It's
Yeah.
just fumes
Oh.
of diarrhea smoke.
Uh.
That is diarrhea smoke. No, that's not the bad one. Go look at the one by the entrance.
Hold on, I gotta raise the price on this one. Okay, yeah, let's go see the one at the entrance. Ooh, doo 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 doo. Coming out the door.
Yeah, a guy came out of that with a map and was like, I need to leave in case someone discovers what I did.
Yeah, of course he did. All right, so we'll do the don't get lost info kiosk somewhere else too, because that seems to be actually doing pretty well.
You know, it points people to where money is, and we like that.
Yeah, don't get lost.
Don't worry, I'm going to build a really lame coaster just to let people know.
Just to have it.
You know, I'm just gonna do this, and this is gonna be my like coaster that lets people know that I think they're all very boring, and this is my statement on them because they hate my fun coasters, and I think they need a coaster that's literally called "This One's by the Shitter."
No, this will be. Oh, that's a station. Okay. I was like, is that train stuck? This will be the Shitter Grand Tour. We go by every shitter in the park.
Oh, that sounds like a winner. The Shitter Grand Tour.
Yeah.
You'll need that. This is a very shitty park.
That flush sound is just awful.
It is.
It's like the most obscene one they could have chosen.
Well, they had to choose one that sounded like, you know, it was flesh and turds.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the exit goes right by the shitter. As I said, this one's right by the shitter.
Good, good. The coaster by the shitter. Oh, that one's 37% clean. Ugh. I'm just looking at the osmosis out of that fucking bathroom. That's not healthy for people.
That's a miasma of dookie.
Yeah.
That is poo vapor.
Like, that guy stopped in the vape. What the fuck was that? Hey, the affront to God. Middle finger to God above has ascended into my view. Oh, that man just went in there.
Yeah.
Does he come back out, or is that the miasma of a dead body in there?
I think it's just going to get worse, Deb.
That guy came back out.
I know how to solve this. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got this.
Wait, hold on. That guy's about to throw up. What did you just ride? Some spinny bullshit? Really? That's what got you? Toilets is disgusting? Yeah, okay. Ice cream from Vanilla Victor's Vanilla Cones made me sick? I'm gonna just block it from view.
Yeah, they don't need to see it. It's a magical tower. It's a Duke hut. It's for duking. I can make this magical. There we go. Ah.
Yeah, there we go.
See, look, it's all nice. It's very nice, and people know what it is.
Yep.
It's a shit hut. It's yeah. I put flags by it, so it's like turds here. See, we made it better.
110% better. I mean, just look at that. That guy came out of the shitter depressed. So, yeah, no, I imagine that one of the things you can get at our info kiosk is like a, find all of the toilets in the park
Oh, yeah.
hunt.
Oh yeah, that would be a fun hunt. It would be nice.
Yeah. Just something real nice for the kids to do while you're riding the meth dragon. And
Hey,
the
look,
first the first one's a free square because it's a 30-foot tall tower that says poop here on the side.
Look, it's got lamps. People know where to poop.
They do.
They can't say where's the bathrooms? It has spotlights on it. If you can't find where to shit with a spotlight, I can't fucking help you. I need to make a fucked up Bobby Darin.
Yeah. The juice of the fruit. With no sugar.
Sucre equal no.
Keto fruit juice. That's not a legally controlled term, so I can use it for whatever I want.
True. Also, many of our guests are thirsty.
Yep, that's why I put in fruit juice. We're making bank.
For
Probably
some reason.
Time for another drink up here. Unless we've got... Do we have shaved ice yet? Yeah. For that coffee.
What about coffee?
Right. Same but different soft drinks.
Same but different. I like that. I'm sure they enjoy it as well. I'm sure they're like, man, this is fantastic. It is exactly what I thought it would be. All right,
Can we
so
advertise the bathroom? That's a good question.
Oh, we should advertise the
I'll
shitter.
take care of that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's show how many toilets we have in our
Shop
ads.
advertisement, 3 months. Do we have Instagram shills do it, or do we put it on TV?
Oh, we need to have Instagram shills do it. They are so dirty cheap. By the way, I have a new coaster. It's called Blink and You'll Miss It. It's a very good coaster.
All right, we are now advertising the toilet.
This new coaster I've designed is both disappointing and mundane.
The Poop Here commemorative toilet experience.
Oh,
All right.
man.
New coaster you have designed, the by the shitter.
It's called... No, it's not by the shitter. It's you just went over it. It's called Blink and You'll Miss It. It's by the lake. There's this one is by the shitter. That's the first one I did. And then there's the one across the lake called Blink and You'll Miss It.
Ah, okay, yeah. Blink and you'll miss it.
It's not a good coaster.
You sure? Sylvia
People are probably gonna.
Vasquez wants to go on it.
Oh
Let's see
man,
what
let's see if
she's
this
been
is
up
the.
to.
Oh no.
Miniature Railway was a really good deal. What a cute raptor. I want to go on the Miniature Railway. She's a rail fan. Okay. Lincoln, you'll miss it.
Oh, here it goes. The 30 feet of drop hill.
Hey, she enjoyed it.
And it's over. $1.
You just hear the meth dragon spooling up in the background.
I had to remove that thing just because it was fucking scary. It makes me jump when it goes by. I think we're at a good place to kind of end it, man. We've got
I
this
think
thing
we
beat,
are.
more or less.
The middle
Yeah.
finger to God above is broken. It's been stuck. Maybe we
it's,
should not have had such hubris.
Perhaps we will begin our downfall. But next week is what? Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, we're still in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Ugh.
Let's
Why
rename
Tom's
one of
being
the
out.
shitters to Porcelain Cruise. We shall remember that. Remind us next time.
Ah, yes. Let's go on a porcelain cruise.
This park will be featured on TLC on My Strange Fetish.
Ugh.
Yeah, probably.
By the way, guys, if you want, hit exclamation point and Discord, and you'll see the auxiliary Discord if you want to hang out and see our shit posting, and also get all the advertisements of our channel going live, because YouTube and Twitch are not always helpful.
Yeah. Yep, they miss it sometimes.
Yes, indeed. So it's kind of a good fail-safe and a place to gather and shit post. There's much shit
There it
posting.
is on Streamlabs as well, the auxiliary Discord link, in case you don't want to go down to the description. I think that's
And
all we
as
got
well,
for it.
yeah, and we got Quish coming up right next with some RimWorld cooking.
You guys take it easy. Stay safe.